Hello everyone, this is Megan here with process video number 13. I have some supplies here I'm going to show you. I'm using lots of yellows and oranges and blues. I have a little bunny sticker. I was not sure how I was going to use it, so knowing that I was doing a layout of my son decorating his Easter eggs, I thought the bunny sticker would work perfectly for this layout. I have 3 photos here. One is of all of the eggs in the egg container, the egg carton, all decorated, and they have stickers and stuff on them as well. And the other 2 photos are of my son decorating the eggs. I know that I want this photo, the 2 photos on the left, to be the same height as the 1 photo on the right. So I'm cutting those down and figuring out, and I cut them just a tad too much, so I have to take a little strip off the top of this photo. And I know I want to use this blue paper to mat my pictures. So, right now I'm cutting off some little scraggly stuff that's on the edge of the pictures. I really need to replace my paper trimmer, but I am not able to yet, so unfortunately I have to trim up most of what I cut because it gets little paper furls on the edge of everything. So, alright, so I trimmed that photo down even a little bit more so that the width would be just a bit smaller. And I want to map my whole layout on this blue paper, so I'm just cutting around, leaving about 1 inch on each side. And I have this pink paper. It's one of those pearlized papers and it's pink. And I'm really bad at using pink in layouts. Might be because I have all boys in my family. My husband, my 2 boys, and even our dog is a boy. So pink is just a hard color for me to use. So I flipped that over to use the back side because it came from a paper pad. It's white on the back, and I just basically use it as a white piece of cardstock. And I'm going to tape that down to that blue paper. And then I trim around my photos, leaving just a small bit of that blue as a mat. And I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do with this layout as I start it. I know that I want to use up a bunch of these small pieces and some of the little bits that I have already cut out, these 2 little triangles. I try using those in a couple different ways and I can't figure out what to do. I don't like the way that looks, so I get this triangle shaped ruler out and I'm going to cut some pieces of paper from using that. So I'm going to use some orange. Yeah, I'm using the oranges and the blues and the yellows because I thought they just matched perfectly with the carton of eggs in the photo. And I also cut some triangles from this yellow glitter paper. And I kind of just mess around with the triangles for a couple minutes trying to figure out where I want to put them. See me fuss with them a bit. This is my second time trying to do the voiceover for this video. It's been a little difficult for me having my older son home from school because normally when my baby is napping, I will do process videos, record the videos, and do voiceovers and edit and everything. And it's a little bit harder with him home from school because I have been doing stuff with him while the baby's napping. So I've messed around with those triangles a bit more, and I finally figured out that I want them to be in the corners like this. And I'm going to fill in the other white spaces that are in behind the photo. So using this polka dot paper, it's white and it has orange and yellow and blue and pink and green little polka dots all over it. And I'm going to put that at the top and the bottom. And then I use a blue paper to put on the sides. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all this down. So as I was saying, I was attempting to do this voiceover while my kids were eating lunch a little while ago. And the baby decided that he was going to slurp a lot. And then my older son decided that he was going to help with the voiceover. And that didn't bother me too much, you know, and I was going to just do it and get it done with. And then my younger son got out of his high chair and went and got some pans out from under the stove and started banging those all over the place. And I had to stop and go get him. And then I finally got back to doing the voiceover again, and the phone rang. So after 3 or 4 times of getting interrupted, I just decided to start over again. So I'm sorry that you don't get to hear my cute little ones in the background, but it's probably for the best. So I'm going to start taping everything down. I got those polka dot papers cut out the way that I wanted them to. And for some strange reason, I decided I was going to tape this down before I cut it. I don't really know why. I think it would have been easier to cut it first, but it got on there the way I wanted it, so. And I'm going to tape down all the pieces to the top. And this one I do cut first. Learn from your mistakes, I guess. Okay, and then this pearlized blue strip I'm going to use. I wanted to use the same piece for both sides. I don't know if I I think I do end up using that whole strip. And then on the left side there's just a little bit that you can see, so I have to mat the photo a second time. And for not knowing what I was going to do with this layout, I really loved the way that it turned out. And I feel like I got a lot of small bits used up as well, because you'll see in a minute when I mat the photo the second time, I use about 4 different pieces of paper to do it. First I get this piece of orange gingham, and I put that, I guess I'm still looking through. Oh, there it is. And I use that to mat a big portion of the photo, like so. And then I use this strip of yellow to go across the top. I also use some blue and some more orange, a couple strips of blue, and I just go around. And by the time I'm finished, there is an even rectangle around the whole picture, but made out of different colors of paper. And I do really like the effect that that has. And it makes the mat a little bit bigger, about 1 inch bigger on each side, so that all of the white parts that didn't get covered by pattern paper do get covered up by the photo when I tape it down. So yeah, my son and I had a lot of fun doing these Easter eggs. And I do write in my journaling when I get ready to do that, we did a bunch of different styles on the eggs. Here I'm going to tape that down. Yeah, we dipped some of the eggs in halfway and then dipped them in a little bit more and a little bit more, so it had kind of a gradient effect on the eggs. They were really pretty. It was a lot of fun. Now I know I want to use these blue stickers to do my title. The title's just simple, Easter eggs. And I only have 1 G. and I need 2 G's for the word eggs. So I go into my stash, not part of this kit that I've put together, but just into my stash, and I find these punch out letters that are blue, and I punch out the ones needed to spell the word eggs. And I actually really like the way this came out because then I have 2 different fonts. It's almost the same color blue. The bigger ones are just a tad bit darker, but it's 2 different sizes and 2 different fonts, and I like the way it looks for the title better that way. So I glue down the word eggs, and then I line up the center of the word Easter in the middle, and then spell that out. So it says Easter eggs. And I think I like that better than if I had used just the one font for both words. Now there's some stickers that I want to use. This sheet of like light teal stickers that I have, the letter stickers, on the bottom, those are all Easter sentiments. So I do a lot from that page. And I end up cutting off a piece of this wax paper to put all my stickers on before I start laying them down. This one has the number 4 on it because these pictures were taken on April 4th. And I take off a few stickers that I want to use. One says Happy Easter. I'm not sure what the blue one says, but there are some close-ups at the end, so you'll be able to see what that sticker says. This is a fabric tag, and that says So Cute on it, and it's orange. Gotta tell you, I've been trying to use that for a while, and I finally am able to. Orange is another hard color for me to use. Also, that bunny sticker from that sheet of Amy Tangerine stickers. I don't do a lot of random stuff on my pages. I like hearts and stars and things that kind of match with everything, but I don't just like to stick a bunny sticker on something that has nothing to do with it. So I thought since this was Easter themed, the bunny sticker would work on here. And I'm using some more of this yellow paper it's just yellow cardstock, no pattern on there. And I'm cutting 1/2-inch strips to do my journaling on. I think I do 3 strips. And like I said, I do my journaling about the date, and that day Kevin and I had gone to the Home Depot to do a craft there. They do crafts sometimes at our Home Depot. We came home and decorated the Easter eggs, and some of them we did like the gradient effect on, and other ones we did multiple colors. Some of them we used a white crayon before we dipped them into the dye. We just had a lot of fun getting some different effects on them, and then we put the stickers on that came in the kit too, the egg dyeing kit. So I taped down all of the journaling on those strips, and now I am going to start embellishing. So I know I want to put a little cluster on the upper right hand corner of the photo next to the title. So I cut a circle from that blue paper, and I do a stitching line around the outside of a blue circle and a heart, and I tape those down so they're sticking out from behind the photo, and that's going to be the base of my first cluster. So I put one of those word stickers down and the date on that little circle. And my second cluster is going to go at the bottom left, and I put that fabric tag on that says So Cute and the bunny, and the little phrase sticker that says Happy Easter. And I kind of wanted just one more cluster, but I didn't have a lot of stickers that I wanted to use, so I mainly kept it those 2 clusters and then added on just a couple little stickers here and there. I put a heart up there next to the title and a couple of the little star jewels around in a couple places. And that completes my layout. So I have some close-up pictures for you to see. You can see, love this time of year is what that sticker said. Yep. And then that heart said do on it, which worked as well. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time for my next process video. Bye!